Okay, good evening everybody. Actually, it's still the afternoon. It's 4:15. Today is October 17th or 18th? 18th. We're having our Canadian Thanksgiving dinner today. Now, for anybody who's not Canadian, Thanksgiving was last Monday, but family, except for my husband and I, we're all on self-quarantine because they left me for Jamaica. We couldn't actually have our Thanksgiving dinner, so right now we're in the prepping phase. Calvin is still working. He'll be home a little later on, but yeah, we're gonna have dinner. I can't wait for you guys to see it. There's little Janora trying to write all over her hand again. But yeah, we'll continue to show you the step by step. It's very different doing this without Calvin. Usually he just does everything, so we'll see how it goes. guess who's home? Yay! He looks so exhausted and I'm still making him cook because that is marriage. So what are you doing, sweetie?
I am taking apart the turkey.
And why do you do that?
It's so I can cook the dark meat with the dark meat and so on with the white meat. And it's the only way you can cook your turkey and not have it completely dry. It also lets you cook your entire Thanksgiving dinner in about an hour because turkey doesn't take that long once it's off the carcass. So you start by breaking the joints in the legs, and then in the back here there's like a little bump here, and that's the oyster muscle, and that's the hip joint has a little bit of a pocket. So you kind of just follow the side of the spine here and you dip in and you try and get around that. It's a bit of a feeling game because you got to feel where the bones go, and you just try and hug the side of the bird as much as you can. See, I didn't even do a great job there. I kind of went halfway through it. Next I'm going to take off the breast. Look, there's a bit of liver in here. There's liver in the neck. Probably should have took that stuff out of here first. There's the heart. I'm probably just going to throw all that in the stock later. So in the center of the breast, you have the keel bone. It's called the keel bone because just like a boat, where the two sides of the boat meet in the center, creates the keel. So I'm going to put my knife in the center of the keel bone, and my knife is just going to fall to either side. And I'm just going to make a little cut. And you're going to try and keep as close to the center of the bone as I'm cutting. And keep it as close to the bone as possible, and the meat's just going to peel away. And once I get down to the bottom, the wings are attached to the, there's a joint down here. So now as I'm just peeling away the meat, I'm going to look for that joint, which is right here. If you can see the little cartilage. And so now I'm going to cut and separate the socket so I'm not hacking through any bones. And that's going to save my knife a lot of abuse. Done. So that's that. And then the same. I'm going to hug the keel bone and just keep it as close to the bird as possible. And the meat is just going to peel away under its own weight as I do this. Can't fully. As you get better at it, and you don't have the stress of recording, there's less and less meat left on the bone. And then this stuff here, here's the Pope's nose. My family fights over this. I'm gonna go ahead and just cut through that. That's probably the most tender part on the bird, next to the tenderloin, which is on this side of the breast, right here. It's still attached. I'm just gonna go ahead and separate that. So the carcass, later, when I'm not incredibly tired, I'm going to roast it in the oven at a super high heat, like 450, 500, and that's going to caramelize a lot of the proteins and develop flavor. And then I'm going to put it in a pot, simmer it for like 6 hours, and I'm going to make stock.
That means soup, baby, baby! Alright, so now the step is to marinate the turkey. What do you put in it?
Well, because I had it in a brine, with a high amount of salt for the past few days, so I'm not going to put any salt on this, but I am going to put some herbs and some additional spice. So we're going to start with oil, put some sage,
And an extra workout.
oh, there we go, a little bit of allspice, pepper, and smoked paprika.
And because my husband's a chef, we don't believe in getting small containers for spices. We get the big kahunas.
And then we're just going to rub that in. And that's it. I'm gonna put these on separate trays in the oven, and I'm gonna start at a super high heat at like 450 for like 10-15 minutes or so. Just that's to get some nice color on the skin. Turn it down to like 320, 330. That will fully cook it without burning whatever's on here. That is the best way to cook your turkey. I mean, you don't get the carve the whole bird, you know that tradition, but at least your turkey's gonna be perfectly cooked.
So we're back, everybody. We're back, and dinner is served. We've got garlic knots, lots and lots of veg. We've got turkey, prime rib, potatoes, ham, lots of greens and salad. And the piece de resistance,
Sam the ham.
Sam the ham. Isn't he gorgeous? Hello, everybody. Happy late Thanksgiving.
Happy late Thanksgiving from the family.
Calvin is exhausted.
Thanks for cooking all the food.
They're not endorsing me.
So I tried to eat all my food. I totally gave up because I'm so full. But it is still time for dessert. We've got homemade strawberry cheesecake that you guys saw her creating. And why is light off? And just to be clear, my mother, she used to make cheesecake all the time. And the version you just saw her do was very last minute. But look at that, handy dandy. I know it's gonna look a little weird in the video, but I just want you guys to see that. It's gorgeous on the little piece of wood. And this wood is from their wedding. They use these as centerpieces as well. So, you know, repurpose, you guys. Repurpose. All right, pop the bottle, brother.